Right, hello lads and lasses and welcome back to Boys Down Under, and today I was planning to come onto this channel and talk about Joe Hart being the unexpected leader at Celtic in the absence of Callum McGregor and in the presence of Callum McGregor as well. But instead, Celtic Football Club decided to inform us that Captain Callum McGregor has committed to Celtic for a further 5 years. So, due to the importance of this further commitment to the club, we're going to be talking about the deal, the player, and what it means for the fans and the club. But before we get into the video, though, please subscribe to the channel. We're trying to hit 1,000 subscribers, so if you're not already subscribed, please hit that button and get your family and friends on board as well. It's a movement, and we all got to be part of it. So, without further ado, let's get into it. So, if you've been living under a rock, or you've just not had access to the internet for the last day, Callum McGregor, Celtic skipper, has signed a new contract that will keep him at the club till he is 33 years old, until the summer of 2026. So he's committing his prime years to Celtic Football Club, and honestly, I could not be happier. I am a huge Callum McGregor fan, both on and off the pitch. He bleeds green and white, and like I said in a previous video, he's what brings this Celtic team together. He's the ties that bind us. He's that Tarzan branded super glue that just sticks this whole team on the field together. Because, like I've said many times in other videos as well, Celtic in recent matches have looked like a shell of themselves, and that is mainly because of the absence of Kyogo. But it is also, and almost as importantly, the absence of Callum McGregor against Real Betis and also Livingston and even Wraith Rovers to an extent. So, we need McGregor, and that's the thing, we need McGregor in place for those harder games, especially the European nights, because he's just a wonderful, wonderful footballer, and honestly, he's one of my favorites, and I think he's one of the best footballers at Celtic right now. And look, there was a short press conference where Celtic pages and podcasts and stuff were invited to ask McGregor a question each. And there was one, and for some diabolical reason, I was not invited. Don't know why that didn't happen, but who knows. But anyways, there was one question by the Celtic star about his former teammates, such as Edouard, Ryan Christie, Ayer, Van Dijk, heading down south to play in England, and how this deal effectively rules him out of making that move. And McGregor, someone who's been at Celtic since he was 8 years old, since he was just a young wee lad, he responded and he said that he's staying at Celtic for the footballing side of football, not for the money, not for playing at the highest level in England, because at the same time, he doesn't believe, and this is what he said, he doesn't believe England is the highest quality level of football. He believes the European competitions are. And it just shows his incredible attitude to Celtic. And honestly, it's just such a wonderful thing to see. It shows so much belief in the club, but more importantly, it shows so much belief in Ange's system, his process, his footballing beliefs. And it's so promising to me, personally, as a fan, just to see him, the captain, Callum McGregor, he's the captain of the club, and he's committing himself to this club basically for life, because once you hit 33, you're not going to do much more in football unless Ronaldo and Lionel Messi. And so back onto Callum McGregor, a lot of people don't not like him as a footballer. A lot of people don't like him as the club's captain. And that's purely because he's been compared to Bruni. And Scott Brown is one of the best captains in Celtic's footballing club's history. Without a doubt. He might not be the best, but he certainly was one of. He's up there, 110%. But people have to remember, McGregor, he isn't Scott Brown. And he's a different kind of captain, and he's shown that this season, both during a match and out of the match. So, for example, we've seen this season, Celtic, while McGregor's been the captain, Celtic have done huddles after the game, right? To debrief and just talk about the match. And then straight after that, they go to each corner, each stand of the stadium, and they go off and thank them. They clap for them. They thank them for being there. And that is just it's so great to see that they're appreciating the fans after the match. And just because at the end of the day, it's been so long since football fans were able to pack out stadiums and enjoy it. The fact that they're back and the difference they make to Celtic, it's being appreciated. And I think Callum McGregor is the reason behind this. He's implemented this as the captain, and he's obviously spoken to Andrew about doing it. Andrew's been okay, and it's so great to see how he loves the club and he loves the fans who support the club. He loves everything about it. He's Celtic through and through. He bleeds green and white. And then we just haven't spoken about on the pitch. On the pitch, he's that player that keeps a calm head and makes sure the players around him do so as well. In, those sudden random moments of madness in a football match, he's the person who will always have the calm head, and he will be the person who provides others and allows others to keep their heads as well. Because at the end of the day, if you're not calm and collected on a football field, you have no chance of winning the game. And yeah, you can see as well, like I just said, on the pitch, he just loves Celtic. He bleeds green and white. And what more could you want from your captain? Someone who influences the players around him, bleeds the colours of the club he plays for. And what more could you want? He is the captain of the club. Obviously, he isn't Scott Brown, but he's his own kind of captain. And that's something Celtic fans need to realise. I'm sure there's a lot out there who do know this, but just for those ones who don't, you need to realise that. And he isn't worthy of that criticism he gets a lot of the time, because he is one of the best Celtic players, and he is what makes this team so special at the moment. And look, personally, I hope he stays as a one-club player, because yeah, where he may have gone on loan to Notts County, but he's always contracted Celtic, because at the end of the day, he's 27, 28 right now. He is still maturing. He may be in the prime, entering the prime years of his career, but he is still maturing, not only as a player, but also as a leader, and it's improving game by game. And look, I'm so excited to see what the future holds, both for Celtic and for Callum McGregor, because the fact he's re-signed just shows so much faith, like I said earlier, in the direction the club is heading. And look, I really hope he regains his fitness for the Leverkusen game, purely because Bayer Leverkusen are such a class team, and we need, like I've said before in this video, the class Bayer Leverkusen bring needs to be matched, and I think it can only be matched by Callum McGregor in that midfield. So fingers crossed he regains full fitness, because the fact we're playing at home and the fact we don't have Kyogo playing, we need Callum McGregor in that pitch. Now, McCarthy has been doing well, but against these better teams, McGregor is a must-have in the team. So fingers crossed, hope he gets to play, but that is all from me. So just to recap, Callum, congratulations on an extra 5 years at Celtic. It's truly deserved, 110%, I think, truly deserved, and thank you for putting so much faith into this fan and putting the faith into the fans who didn't believe that the direction the club was heading was the correct direction, because I think it's a great reassurer to everyone to believe Celtic Football Club is heading in the right path and that Ange is putting the team in the right direction, because the message shown if Callum McGregor didn't end up re-signing would have been a bad one. And the fact he's re-signed for 5 years, not just a 2-year or 3-year deal, 5 years, shows he wants to be at this club for life. And it's so promising to see. But that is all from me. So at the end of the day, remember to subscribe. Tomorrow I'll get my video out. Well, it's tomorrow Sunday. It is tomorrow I'll get my video out previewing the Dundee United game. But like I said, that is all from me. So until next time, hail, hail.